Your choice. You have sweeps on both sides. In this scenario, sweeping with the underhook, in my opinion, is much stronger than sweeping with the overhook. Even though in sumigeshi, I'm a fan of sweeping off of an overhook. From full butterfly guard, I really enjoy the overhook position to use sumigeshi. Underhook in this scenario, though, I believe trumps it. So if we can put our left foot over the top, and what it looks like is that the hip is extending and the foot will slide down a bit. So once we get blocked, you extend your hip and your foot drifts down, and this toe will point in and it goes in and gets the hip. And then that way, if he sprawls, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You'll have connection with the hip, and you'll be able to get back to full butterfly guard in this scenario. So again, it's perpendicular. We make sure we go and get out, but now I get locked down. We extend the hip, the right foot drifts down, the left leg goes above it, and then we have full butterfly guard, okay? Once we're full butterfly guard, because this hand is framed on the shoulder, it's not a hard thing for us to look for the side of the belt, not the back of the belt, the side of the belt, hit a forward shift, we bring him forward, I bring my body up, and then we can now hit our sumigeshi to that, with the use of that underhook there. Let's get a nice sumigeshi. So just things to think about when you use that left hook to go to butterfly guard, whether it's below or whether it's above, they both work fine. But just below, be careful. It's not gonna be a dangerous thing to have your hook blocking your own right foot. You just have to be a little bit aware of that. If it goes below, just open the knee, get to the full butterfly guard, and get your left foot up to the hip so you have a good full butterfly guard. If you can go above it right away, you get that full butterfly, you get that butterfly hook immediately, and it's gonna make it so he can't move as well. And if he does move around, you'll be able to track him. So keep that in mind. A quick review or a reminder, remember from butterfly hook, with your butterfly hooks, I need my foot to point out to the corner of the room. That's ideal for a butterfly hook. If I have full butterfly guard, my feet are gonna point out to the corners of the room, and they are going to flex up. That's huge. It's very important that they flex up hard, and then they point out. This makes your butterfly hook very sticky and makes it very active. You can wherever your training partner goes, you can track them, you can carry them, things like this, but it must point outward. Now, it's not always gonna face the outside of the room, because you see if I'm on my side, it faces more up to the ceiling, but there's an opening of your foot. Keep that in mind as you put the full butterfly guard, or in this case, half to full. It'll help you guys keep control of your training partner there. All right, this time we're gonna go same scenario. We're working on head arm, beating the head arm, cross-side pin, and getting to our guard. This time we're just gonna go straight to the clamp, and clamp has really becomes a viable solution when our opponent really buries himself in, but we're able to have an inside position with our frame on the neck and our hand on the inside of the bicep. So if my neck goes aside, I'm gonna go. So when we're here, the same escape, okay? I'm able to bump up and create space. We're able to beat the knee. The left hand came out to get the frame, and then again, he buries himself. He buckles me, and my right foot stays dangling on this far hip. I just wasn't able to get that leg in. It just got stuck. But we were able to get the inside tie of this bicep here with our T-Rex hands. This is always a pretty good idea. Even if I go to butterfly guard, even if I'm going back like we did on the previous lesson, and I go into the butterfly guard, right? If my right hand is in front of the bicep when we go, we're not gonna have underhooks but we're not far from it. If I have a good T-Rex arm position, you see my right elbow is basically under Nick, and just by bringing him forward with my knees, it's very simple to pummel my arm to the underneath position. So in this scenario, and in most scenarios, it's a good idea to get the inside. If I want to create space, get the inside with this right hand. It just prevents any cross-facing, makes sure that our body stays pretty safe, and it's hard for him to repass. But now, onto the clamp. Okay, he's buried himself in. I'm having a difficult time. If I win this position, it's not difficult for me to use my left leg in two different manners. One is a bridge on the floor, a little bridge and a little hip away. And we can create space using the ground. And then my right knee drifts right into the middle of my arm as my left leg drifts up, and it looks always to get into the front of this far shoulder. Although it may not get there right away. It may be on the back, and then we have to win it to the far shoulder. But that's the beginnings of this in the clamp, the beginning of a very, very good offensive game set and skill set from me. The second way we can use our left leg is just to use it in the air. So one is to move ourselves away. The second is to kick it and create space with this kicking motion. And what happens, it does the same thing, creates a space with my arms. It gives me a little bit of a push. When I kick my legs, I can push my body away. And then we curl our knee up, and then it comes in front of the arm again. And once again, we're looking for our clamp, either left foot over here or far side of the trap. So we're able to go from this head arm cross-side pin, arms in good position, same mechanism of escape. I win the bottom hip, my hand comes out, I look like I'm winning the top, and then wow, he locks me in, okay? Right arm pummels into the inside of the bicep, and I either use A, the floor, or B, I like to use a preferred method of a kick, is it creates just a simple amount of space, and then the knees come up, and we're ready to go in our clamp guard, ready for our attacking sequence. So from this side, we get into the clamp guard. Once it's locked down, we got our inside ties, we use our legs, and boom, voila, we're right into the clamp. There's gonna be some times where clamp guard may be your favorite style of guard, so you don't even go anywhere near the half guard, you don't go to the butterfly guard, and you don't go into the closed guard. You just want clamp. So clamp can be a very viable finish or ending to this escape without ever going in the middle. I still like to start with my hand in the armpit. So if I go to clamp just from the very beginning, I still start here. It's just I know that I'm gonna go right to the clamp, so the arms come out as my legs stay in, and then I find the insides as my knees travel in. So my hands they're climbing into the insides as my legs come into position. That's what it would look like to go to clamp guard right away. Very, very, very good escaping sequence and a very aggressive set of attacks that can happen there. And what clamp guard really does is if your training partner runs away or moves away, you're at least left with usually an omoplata. So clamp guard off of our elbow escape from head arm cross side.